Cardano down over 30% in just about the last month. Has the Cardano bull market ended? Or have the markets just lost patience? What's up, everyone? Thanks for coming by Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe on the way, and let's jump into the video. Have the markets lost patience? Have you lost patience? Have I lost patience? I lose patience in these charts sometimes. We do technical analysis, and sometimes it just doesn't play out as quickly as we might hope so that we can see bullish continuation. So here it is. This is the 6-hour chart. This is basically extending back to this swing high, July 26, just about a month ago, almost exactly, down 33% as of today. You see that wick down here on the 6-hour. Before we jump into this video, I want to play a clip from just about a month ago. It really lays the groundwork for what we're going to talk about in this video. But there's also a possibility it just kind of trickles down quicker, more volatile. And we even can place our Fibonacci retracement from that last swing low. And this is what I like to do on a trend line. The last swing low to our most previous swing high on this daily chart. And we can place the very volatile, extremely volatile potential dip for Cardano. And this is what it looks like. The 618 to 786. And this goes all the way down to 9 cents, 9 to 10 cents. Do I think that will happen? I don't. That, though, is a very big buy opportunity. If Cardano came down and tested this trend line, I believe that it could wick quickly into this area, and it's a good buy opportunity. It's just something I'm always prepared for, whether it's Bitcoin, Cardano, whatever it is. And it's something that I just want to throw out there just so that you're prepared as well. Because when we make these decisions in these crypto markets, we have to know not only the upside, right? And not only enjoy the upside, we have to be prepared for the downside. So there it is, everybody. I don't feel like repeating myself. And I also really want to do these revisits of these clips to teach a lot of you out there what I'm learning as well. And that is that technical analysis works. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of time for the charts to catch up to targets, right? Both to the upside and to the downside. I'm talking to a buddy literally right now talking about that clip from a month ago, and it's just like, these things take time. And if we can have the patience and utilize the patience, we can always be prepared to take that opportunity and run with it, because now is opportunity. Today I bought some Cardano because we hit a bearish target, right? A short-term bearish target with potential continuation to the upside. So that's why I play those clips, because you know, we revisit these things and it really instills in us the patience we need to succeed in these markets. We're still in an uptrend for Cardano. I mean, if you go back to this March swing low, it really still is higher low after higher low, now after higher low, right? We would have liked for this to be the most recent higher low, but now it's not anymore. We've broken that area. So if we're looking at the charts now, and here's the daily chart, we can take note of the Fibonacci retracement that we just saw in that video. So that's the swing low back here to this previous swing high that we just had, very close to that video that I did. And here is the Fibonacci retracement that we talked about, or that I talked about in that video, talking about Cardano wicking into this area. What's so important is the confluence happening here. So here's the 618 line right around where Cardano is now. We can see that we wicked right to around 10 cent area into this Fibonacci retracement, and then the 786 down here in the 9 cent area. So all in there is a great opportunity to buy the dip, in my opinion. In the back of my mind, there's a crazy volatile area, the 200 moving average on the daily chart, 7 cents. Don't know if it'll get there or not, but that is the extreme buy the dip scenario, especially if you have that high risk type of personality, right? Because many people, it's a very fearful environment if Cardano ever visited that area. However, you're either buying in these areas or you're buying in these areas. And so if we can display the self-control possible to buy in the fearful scenarios, pretty much most of the time, you're going to make out better than if you're buying the top. So this is why we do these charts. This is why we have these anticipations. So confluent, again, as I mentioned, with this Fibonacci retracement is this yellow line that you see here. Now this goes back to last summer, and you can see that was a swing high. That was the lower high in this long-term downtrend of Cardano that really we've recently broken out of, right? This was back in May. We just broke out of that trend line. So this is a really key area. You can see how Cardano broke this swing high on the way up. And actually, there's a wick here coming back down, testing that area. And now we've broken this swing high on the way up. And now you can see here we are testing that area all the way back here. So the question is, will Cardano hold above this yellow line? Time will tell. We have to track it. This is what we'll be tracking in terms of technical analysis on this channel. But this is it. Very confluent support area for Cardano right now on this daily chart. And we'll see if it holds. Now, if we go over to just simply another daily chart, we can talk about what we wanted to see happen, because this is important too. In most of my videos, I talk about the upside and the downside scenario. If it's a bullish video, I'm mostly talking about the upside. And this is what we were anticipating, potential continuation for Cardano since this swing low all the way back in March, because what we've had is just gains, sideways consolidation into the 50 moving average, that blue line, gains, sideways trading, gains, sideways trading, and we were looking for that consolidation into the blue line for continued gains and then sideways trading again. That was one scenario. It didn't happen. We had bullish targets to the upside based on patterns, right? We didn't hit any of those bullish targets because we got no bullish consolidation. There's a very clear downtrend here happening with Cardano. We've broken the 50 moving average, and then since then we are now overextended to that wick. That's around 21%. So in buying the dips, we talk about, particularly for Bitcoin for a while now, 20%, 30%, 40% overextended from the 50 moving average to the downside, or even to the upside, right? Even if we're overextended to the upside, it's time to look for a throwback or a pullback and simply consolidation, right? So right now we're 20% overextended. It's time to start looking for maybe Cardano can find some support. This could go on, right? So we could bring this down, volatility to 30%. Now we're in that 9-cent area for Cardano. The question is, are you prepared for this, or were you prepared for this, or were you kind of overhyped in Cardano and just thinking there's no way it's coming back down? And I have one thing to say. Cryptocurrencies, no matter which ones, always come back down. Even if there's going to be bullish continuation, it just always happens. I'm always talking about buying the dip. I'm always talking about the dips happening. And in Bitcoin, there's a lot of room for continuation in this dip. You can see it right now, 10% from the swing high that we had back here, August 16th or so. 10% dip for Bitcoin is nothing. So continuation down here, overextension 20% or so to $10,000, which is a target we've been talking about on Bitcoin, 10,000, 10,500. Very, very much possible. So we have to be prepared for these dips. It just so happens that the Cardano dip happened, and we're at a very key area in terms of potential support. So yes, this is a dip. We're in this support area. I started buying a little bit today. Note that I haven't just gone all in, because there's more potential for downside, but I wanted to update you, especially if you're out there and you're kind of just like, it's over. Cardano's done. This run was nice, but man, we're going back to 3 cents. I don't think we're in that environment. Could it happen? Yeah. I always say cryptos can fail. I always say Bitcoin can top out today and go back down to $500. It's always a possibility. You always have to accept that. But I think this is just a healthy consolidation. If you go to the weekly chart on Cardano, it was just, look at it. You can just open up these RSIs and momentum oscillators. It was overbought and it's cooling off. It's coming back down. One of the best signs will be if it's oversold here on this stock RSI, a quicker moving momentum oscillator on the weekly. So let it cool off. Let it do its thing. And let's see what targets we hit. But yes, you'd way rather buy 40% dips than swing highs after 700% gains. And that's why we're always just mentally prepared for these things. So that's what we're looking at right now. I guess we'll keep tracking it on the daily chart, 6-hour chart. If any big moves happen, we'll see. But right now, this daily wick into this Fibonacci area, just a really cool technical analysis picture. Wanted to share it with you. I hope you're doing well. If you're here, not a subscriber, hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way out. It means a lot. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, and God bless.